What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Football Chatbox live FPL draft stream. My name is Ryan, and welcome to the stream. Now, if you are new, welcome. Welcome to the Football Chatbox community. Let me know how you're doing, and also, obviously, if you have a draft that you want to share, feel free to put it in the live chat or even in the comments later, and I will read it. And obviously give you feedback on it. I'll read every single comment, so make sure to comment down below what your draft is and we'll discuss about it. Also, if you enjoy the content, please do hit the subscribe button and hit the like button as well. It does help with the algorithm for YouTube as well. So if you want to enjoy the content and you like it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get started. Now, Roku, welcome. How are you doing? How's your team looking like? Now, I built, if anyone watched the podcast on Thursday, we built a Salah draft, and I kind of like the Salah draft that was built. So I'm thinking of maybe trying to build a draft to see whether on my current one to see if we can kind of fit Salah in it, if possible. So we'll try and build one and see how it goes with the current team that we have. If we don't like it, then we'll make a few changes. But this is what I have right now. But to be able to build a Salah draft, we'll probably have to be at the risk of losing probably Nkunku. I can't really see another way of building a Salah draft. So it would have to be like Foden would probably make way for Salah, which would mean Nkunku would go away. And apparently, it seems like for West Ham are playing a preseason game at the moment. About to play, and their final preseason game. And it seems like Mubama is actually starting for West Ham. So maybe he's someone to kind of consider. Although the fixtures aren't the best for a 4.5 striker who might start. Apart from that, do we have any other 4.5 strikers that we could have a look at? Would be very interested if Balogun can go to some team. We don't know what team he's going to go to, but we'll be interested if he does go to a Premier League team. Probably have to be him. James McAtee, obviously Luton have a game missing. Yeah. I have a feeling it'll probably have to be this guy for now. Okay, we'll stick with him, but this is the only way I can get Salah in. Amit, how are you doing? Welcome. So, in terms of me trying to get a Salah draft, I think this is probably one way. I don't really like it too much, to be honest. Could I change something? Maybe I could actually. Ashley Young, do we need him? Actually, the fixture's not too bad for Ashley Young, so I don't mind keeping Ashley Young. Matty Cash, on the other hand. We'll have to see. One of these guys can go. One of Young or Cash could go to give me at least 7 million to upgrade maybe Visa to someone else. 7 days, finally FPL is back. Yep. Price guesses for Højlund and Guardiola. Okay, let's go for Guardiola first. So Man City right now, most of their defenders are 5 to 5.5, except for Ruben Dias, who is 5.5, right? I would expect Guardiola to come in at 5 million, most likely. Same prices as Ake, Akanji, Walker. So I expect the same price for him as well. For Højlund, I expect 7.5 most likely, because Nkunku is 7.5 million. So I don't see a reason why he would go more than 7.5, especially given that Gabriel Jesus is at 8 million. So I think 7.5 for a new striker might make sense for him. So that's what I'm expecting. 0.5 for Højlund and a 5 million for Guardiola. We'll see whether that actually comes to be the case, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm expecting. What can I change in this? I don't know. Is Stones confirmed? I need to. So obviously, a few things that will change will be Stones in terms of whether I pick him or not. Onana to Pickford, Young to Kabure or Austin? Kabure or Austin? How much is Kabure? 4 million. Austin. Who? Who is Austin? Prefer Brentford defense over Villa, to be honest. Ooh, but then Brentford haven't been keeping clean sheets though. That's the one thing that I'm a bit worried about. They haven't been really keeping clean sheets in preseason. Having said that, the reason I'm picking Matty Cash is because he's very attacking. Now, Matty Cash might not be given, like, we'll have to wait and see in terms of Matty Cash, in terms of his minutes. Now, this you guys can get as well, preseason minutes tracker if you want. It's on the Premier League website. And if you were to go to Aston Villa, Matty Cash has got, how many minutes has he got? See, he's got the most minutes. He's got 1 goal and 1 assist. So I don't really see why he won't start Matty Cash. I think Matty Cash will play. But with regards to defense, yeah, you could probably be right. Let me try and get the season ticker up here. In terms of projections, projected points for a defender, let's actually get a 6-game week projected point for a defender. See where that comes up. 90 million for Guardiola. Surely he had left back or centre back over Ake or Akanji. To be honest, it's very hard to say with Pep, right? You never know with Pep whether he's going to start him or not. He doesn't really care about price tag. Like when they signed Grealish for 100 million, he didn't really, in the first season, he didn't really start every single game as well. So I don't think Pep really cares about that. City, Newcastle, interesting that Trippier is really high in terms of game week 1 to 6 points, even though their fixtures aren't the best. Season ticker, if you were to go 8-game week, sorted by defense, Everton have a better. Where is Aston Villa? Newcastle, yeah, I can see why Aston Villa aren't highly rated for defense. Everton slightly better, isn't it? I think probably keep Everton's defender and probably take Matty Cash away. If we were to remove Matty Cash and go for a 4 million defender, now you guys said Kabore. How many minutes has he got? Wasn't he a new signing or was I wrong? No, 113 minutes. Arsenal players signed from Sheffield United, Trusty. Arsenal players signed. Oh, this Trusty. Oh. Do we expect him to start? What's Sheffield, Crystal Palace, Forest? How much is Trusty again? 4 million. Crystal, Forest, City, that's not too bad. First 2 are pretty decent. Everton, first Newcastle, West Ham, Fulham. So 3 clean sheets in, probably 3 clean sheets in the first 8. Not the best, isn't it? Having said that, Luton Town aren't any better as well. Dalot starting today? Yes, indeed. Dalot is starting today. Boki, how are you doing? So here's the thing with Manchester United, Dalot and Wan-Bissaka. I think both of them are going to be like a bit of a rotation type pairing. I expect Dalot might start the Wolves game, given that he's better attacking wise compared to Wan-Bissaka. So I would expect Dalot to start the Wolves game. Spurs game though, I think Wan-Bissaka might start that one, so there will be a bit of rotation, and then Dalot might start again for us, and then Wan-Bissaka could potentially come again for Arsenal. So there might be a bit of rotation there. Is Pedro Porro a good differential? The thing with Pedro Porro and the thing with Spurs in general, I have a feeling that I'd probably give it the first 2 games and not go for. If you're going for Porro, you probably might not start him in the first 2, because I can't see a clean sheet for Spurs in the first 2 games. They haven't been that great from a clean sheet perspective. So I would first two games I would give it a pass, but the remaining 3 I think are pretty good. Bournemouth, Burnley, and Sheffield United. I think that's pretty good. But the first 2 I'm not really sure. Thoughts on Jackson? Now I think Jackson looks like he's going to be starting Chelsea. Chelsea striker for the moment. So in the short term, Jackson is a pretty good shout. In the long term, however, we don't know. Especially will Chelsea sign another striker before the end of the transfer window? A bit hard to say. But if they don't sign a striker, then Jackson's pretty good. If Dalot is nailed, would you consider over Onana? If he was nailed, yeah, because he's 4.5, right? If he was nailed, then yes, I would consider him over Onana. But oh no, he's 5 million. Yeah, I probably will because he is a bit more attacking. However, I still feel like given here's the thing, right? Because Dalot doesn't take set pieces. Shaw does, and that helps for bonus. Now the problem is Dalot is not going to be nailed, unfortunately, and we've seen it in preseason that he's not going to be nailed. Because Wan-Bissaka has been having a really good preseason as well. I think over the course of 5 games, if United were to keep clean sheets, there is a high chance that Onana might slightly edge Dalot in terms of overall points, just because I feel like bonus points might go more towards Onana. It's obviously a prediction, we don't really know, but I think that's how, based off how Onana has been playing, seems like that. So for the moment, I still think Onana might be the player to go for. But then that's because I think Dalot is not nailed. I made some changes in my teams. Okay, feel free to share it. If you are on Twitter, you can share, and if you want to share the picture, you can share the picture in this under this tweet for anyone who wants to share the drafts, and we'll have a look at it on stream. Here's the link. If you want to put it on Twitter, or you can just type it in the chat, and we'll read it. Now, where was I? We can drop Matic Cash and go for Oh, I should mention. Where was it? Hall. Lewis Hall. Didn't he sign for Crystal Palace, or is about to sign for Crystal Palace? 4.5 million Chelsea defender who potentially could play in midfield. Seems like he might be signing for Crystal Palace. So that's actually one thing to kind of consider when looking at Crystal Palace. It's not a bad set of fixtures, don't you think? Sheffield, Wolves, Fulham, Forest, 4 clean sheets, maybe potentially out of position, could be very interesting. So I think he might be very tempting as well as an option for you guys to look into. Lewis Hall. I would probably keep an eye out for him as well. Then apart from that, who else can we have? If I was to go for a 4 million defender for now, right? Just put like a 4 million. Baldock, Kabore. I think you guys are saying Kabore. Does Baldock play for Sheffield? Oh, actually Sheffield. I don't like Sheffield's this thing. I wonder who's like predicted. Where is this defenders? Any 4 million defenders who are predicted to get like? Nope. Unfortunately, nothing. What do you guys think? Anyone who has like this thing? Going with 3-4-3 is the best formation, or 3-5-2 with Richarlison and Salah. Keeping that 2 slots for Watkins, Wilson, Manu, and Chelsea forward. Ooh. Yeah, I want this for an Nkunku. Now I don't know about Nkunku's situation right now, which is a bit of a problem. If I knew if Nkunku was okay, I would have gone for Nkunku over here. If Nkunku is out, I don't know if I'll go for Jackson immediately. I might wait on Jackson before I go for him. That makes sense. Brighton, Chelsea, too tough. Not the best fixtures for Luton, to be honest. That's the one problem. You kind of want that 4 million defender to come on in a week where you can potentially get a clean sheet. 3-4-3 this season for me. Yeah, I know. I started with a 3-4-3, but then Nkunku got injured, so I don't know what to do with a 3-4-3 right now. Burnley defender, Bear. Wasn't there some rumors about, well, their fixtures aren't great. I'll probably, I feel like Burnley is a team that you target on the wild card, potentially. Like somewhere here. Not before that. Nunes or Jackson? Right now, for minutes, Jackson. Nunes obviously didn't start in the last game. Gakpo started, played about 60 odd minutes. So definitely Nunes for me right now. Shared my team on Twitter. Okay, let's bring it up then. Here we go. Okay, I've got two teams from Rohan. I've got yours, and I've got Boki as well. So let's have a look at Rohan first. Alright, this is Rohan's team. Let me bring it over here. Where is it? Alright, so you got Flecken in goal, Stupinen, Shaw, Gabriel, Rashford, Foden, Saka, Mitoma, Darwin, Haaland, and Watkins. Embuemo on the bench. Interesting. 3-4-3. Embuemo is 6.5, right? Oh, by the way, with Areola, it looks like he might not be the first goalkeeper because West Ham are playing a pre-season friendly in a little bit, and it's Fabianski back on the goalkeeper bench. 0.5 in the bank to get Chilwell for game week 3. Honestly, if you're not starting Embuemo, do you want him on the bench? Is there someone better that you can go for who is cheaper if you're not going to start Embuemo? Eze is also there, very interestingly. There isn't a cheaper player, no? That you could go for that is less than 6.5. McAllister, maybe. Declan Rice. Nah, Diaby is the same price. I like Diaby. Casemiro, no. If anyone wanted to punt on a player, this could be the cheapest City player you could try and punt on. Because I think he'll get minutes at least to start. So if anyone wanted a punt, it would be a very interesting punt here. Sorry much. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, I can see it. Okay. Yeah, I don't. Okay, here's one thing I would say. Gusto, I probably won't put Gusto there. Mainly because you want to probably free up that Chelsea spot. You don't want to like occupy bench fodder for some of the big teams. So probably put someone else. How much is Gusto? Is it 4 million? I would put someone else from another team because just in case, like, if you need like for some reason you need like triple Chelsea or something like that. You have like a defender who's not going to get too many minutes playing. Even in preseason, I don't think Gusto did he get too many minutes? I don't think so, right? 204 minutes. I don't know if he'll start. That's the only problem with Reece James and this thing. So that's the one thing I'm a bit uncertain about. I don't like having like big team bench fodder, if that makes sense. But apart from that, the rest of the team looks pretty decent. Darwin could be a minutes risk. However, I think they have one more preseason game, if I'm not mistaken. Can kind of keep an idea and see. But he could start maybe, but there is a slight risk. But I like it. The team is not too bad. Obviously, we need to monitor Community Shield to see how City play as well in terms of formation. But I like Foden as well. Now, where did we go? The next one was... So this team was Rohan's team. The next one we have from Boki. Boki, you got two. Maybe out Trentin. You got two. Is one like the risky one and is the other one like just a normal one? Or what's the plan there? What is the plan there? Let me actually bring it up for you guys here. So we've got one. This one, right? Edison. Ooh, Edison. Okay. Areola, Shaw, Stupinen, Dunk, Young, Butman. With Botman, yeah, Botman is fine because Dan Burn is the one who plays left back. Rashford, Saka, Fernandez, Buemo, Bitoma, Alan Jackson. Yep. Okay. Honestly, wait for the Community Shield. One is risky, one is normal. Is this the normal one? Wait for the Community Shield. See who starts in City's defense. Because honestly, I feel like Edison is just not worth in terms of value. Even if he was to keep clean sheets, he's just going to get to like 6 points. He doesn't really get too many save points. Because of that, he doesn't even really get too many bonus points. So I would rather prefer a keeper who can get you those save points and those bonus points. So I feel like you can put this money somewhere else. This Edison in general just doesn't convince me in terms of like overall points. So you could probably move to another keeper if you wanted to. I know he's like in terms of predicted points, he's like very highly rated for predicted points. But in general, I feel like he's just not going to get enough bonus points and everything. But yeah, apart from that, Estupinan and Dunk. Double Brighton. I don't know if I'll go for double Brighton defense. I know that fixtures, the initial 3 fixtures are good, but after that you'll want to move some of them out. And I don't know if you're going to move all. You probably might keep Estupinan, but I think Dunk you might move immediately. Because look at this. After this, your chances of a clean sheet over here are a bit low. So are you going to move both defenders out? That's another question there. What keeper should I have instead? So you've already got Shaw. Who is the predicted for keepers? It's so hard to tell on a keeper. Gabriel instead of Dunk? You could go Gabriel instead of Dunk. Yes, you could do that. You could go for an Arsenal defender, Gabriel instead of Dunk. I think that makes sense. I would do that, yeah. Edison. Who can we get instead of Edison? Kepa might start and then lose his place potentially. Onana makes sense. Johnston, Pickford. You could probably go Johnston if you wanted to, or Pickford. It's not too bad. Although clean sheets aren't the best over there. Steele maybe as well. But having said that, this guy did get some minutes, Verbruggen, so that takes Steele as a problem risk position. So wouldn't go there. Oops, wrong one. This is why a lot of people are going for Flecken, because they think he's going to be like the main keeper to start for Brentford. And season ticker wise, Brentford is not too bad. So I can see why people are going for Flecken. So if you want, you could go for Flecken. Because he's a 4.5 keeper. Apart from that, to be honest, where is it? There aren't too many options in keeper. For some reason, because of the fixtures, there aren't too many options, sadly. That's a sad point. So yeah, your options are limited. Because I would still probably lean towards Onana or even Johnston or Pickford. They're not too bad, to be honest, given the fixtures. Onana, no, because of Shaw. Yeah, you can't go Shaw. Onana because you got Shaw. Yeah, so probably I don't mind Pickford, to be honest, or even Johnston. Johnston, maybe you don't see the initial 2 clean sheets at the start, but maybe you get decent returns. Pickford also isn't too bad. Ramsdale might be the starting keeper for now for Arsenal if you don't want to go Gabriel. And then whether he loses his position if they sign Rea is a different story. But I think even if they sign Rea, he might start off with Ramsdale. Yeah, I think it's on Crystal Palace or Everton. You can go with Edison, but I have a feeling like there's not enough. Like in terms of for the price and in the terms of the points he offers, it isn't the best. So I probably wouldn't. That's the only thing. So probably yeah, like the options I'm giving you isn't the best in terms of like clean sheet guarantee. But they might still match him for points over the course of a few games. Because of like saves, the amount of saves they might make, and all of that. And you can use that like extra 1 million somewhere else. Apart from that, the rest of the team seems pretty good. You can get Gabriel instead of Dunk, so that you don't double up on Brighton defense, and you have an Arsenal defender as well. In that case, to cover the Arsenal defense, the rest is fine. Jackson, I like. I think he'll start. And then your risky team, Shubharan, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. I will get to you once again. Your risky team. See, this risky team is also very nice. Ooh, oh, okay. One thing. De Bruyne has yet to play a single preseason minute. Keep that in mind. So he probably won't start the season for Manchester City. From a risky point of view. So maybe not De Bruyne, someone else probably if you like. Because I don't think he'll start. Son, yes, that's fine for a risky option. Foden, yeah. Sterling. Chelsea, Sterling. He will start. Will he get you returns? Martinelli, I like, yes. You could go, instead of Sterling, you could go Trossard if you wanted to. That's an option. You could go Jota. Actually, you could go a Jota if you wanted to, instead of De Bruyne for now, from a risky point of view. Instead of Sterling, who can we go for Chelsea? I don't know if it'll be good enough for points. Jackson fine, Darwin fine, Ferguson fine. That's come. Oh, Ferguson. Will Ferguson start? Will Ferguson start? I think they have Welbeck, right? Who starts first? So Welbeck, and then you got Pedro Porro, and Ferguson. So Ferguson might not get enough minutes to justify his 6 million price tag. And you get another risky player for 6 million. Maybe switch that to a 4.5 option, the Ferguson slot, and use that money to probably pick another, maybe to upgrade the midfield somewhere. You could start this draft with Salah, because you are playing risky. You could go in this draft with Salah. Because Salah is still pretty low owned. You don't have Salah in either one of your drafts, Bookie. So maybe in the risky team, you can go for Salah. Like move De Bruyne to a Salah and like downgrade Ferguson a bit. You could probably do something like that. I like this team. So yeah, hopefully that helps. I will go Pickford. Cool. Shubharan, how are you doing? Suggestions on Gabriel Jesus and Nkunku replacements. Thinking of Rashford to Salah and move to 4-5-1. With Nkunku, wait and see. Let's wait for press conference news before game week 1. For Gabriel Jesus replacement, do you want an Arsenal replacement or do you want a forward replacement? For both. Do you like for Nkunku? Do you want a Chelsea replacement? If you want a Chelsea replacement, you go probably Jackson for the same like spot. If you want a forward replacement, Darwin is a minutes risk. Gakpo maybe, but also a minutes risk. I think both of them will rotate for minutes. Oh, by the way, Bookie, if you want another risky punt, if Julian Alvarez does start for Manchester City in the Community Shield, would be worth it. But yeah, I would rather go Salah probably. What attacker should I go instead of Ferguson? You could potentially go for Julian Alvarez if he starts the cup final. If he starts the Community Shield. If not, you could probably just go down to a 4.5 and then upgrade De Bruyne to a Salah. Or do you want someone like more risky? Because I feel like Salah is already low on that. It's already a decent risky punt. Shubh Karan, let me know. Are you looking for a forward replacement or are you looking for just midfield replacements? You're going to a 4-5-1. That means you're looking for like low budget, right? So you could probably get a Visa if you wanted to. Shubh Karan. And I guess the other one can be a 4.5. Now I was wondering if I should do something like this. And then 5 million defender slot here. I could honestly go for Stupinen if I wanted to, but I would like to keep some money in the bank. So I'll probably go for a 4 million defender. So something like... So you guys said Kabore. Potential. This could be a decent punt. Joe Pedro. Joe Pedro could be a nice risky punt as well. I'll go for Salah because I don't have him other team. Yeah, fair enough. Joe Pedro could be a decent risky punt, but he still obviously has to compete with the likes of Evan Ferguson and Danny Welbeck. Unless they're playing a 2-striker formation, which I need to probably check with SofaScore. Let's have a look if Brighton have recently changed anything. They're playing... I think this picture will give us a bit more information. Yeah. So I probably wouldn't go Joe Pedro because it seems like Welbeck is someone who starts. Man, I don't know if this is any... I don't mind switching Young to... Oh, I'll keep Young because of the fixtures. Where is Everton? Did he play the last game? Ryan, can you rate my team in chat sent earlier? Oh, yes, he did. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I missed it. Okay, first I'll get to Amit's and then we'll get to Shubharan's. Present draft includes Onana and Areola. Fair enough. Stones, Estupinan, Gabriel. Don't bench Chilwell. I would probably try and start Chilwell, to be honest. I think he's good. Even I know it's a Liverpool game, but you never know. Chilwell is a guy who's capable of scoring in that game. Kabure, Mitoma, Rashi, Saka, Bruno, Anderson, Gakpo, Darwin, Haaland. Thinking of Gakpo to ins for game week 1 punt or Bruno to Bowen. I like Bruno to Bowen. That's not too bad. What's West Ham's starting fixture? Oh, so tempting. Honestly, you can do Bruno to Bowen for the first 2 even. Salah 12.5. You can downgrade Sterling to Eze if you wanted Boki. Sterling to Eze, probably. Get that 6.5 million slot. Or you could just move... You could move Tarkowski to a 4 million slot. Or Johnston to a 4 million goalkeeper. Because you're probably only going to play one keeper. So you could probably downgrade in one of those 3 slots. Probably Johnston to a 4 million goalkeeper. Okay, back to Amit. Gakpo to Ings. I don't know Gakpo to Ings, but do you want to start with both Gakpo and Darwin? I don't know if I want to start with both. Bruno to Bowen is very tempting. Ings, I'm not sure. Can't you go someone else? Maybe a Jackson instead, and keep him. And if it works out and he starts, you can continue to keep Jackson. The rest seem fine. Let me know what you think. And Shubharan said current draft has Onana, Stones, Gabriel, Estupinan, Rashford, Bruno, Mitoma, Mbeumo, Saka. Stones, Gabriel, Estupinan, Rashford, Bruno, Mitoma, Mbeumo, Saka. Haaland, Gabriel Jesus, you might want to move, obviously, which you have asked. And bench is Areola, Chilwell, Bell, and Mubama. Guys, honestly, I don't know what to. I feel nervy on trying and bench in Chilwell, but I understand it. But yeah, I think I can do justice to Visa. Yeah, you can do that. Embuemo to Odegaard or get Rashford to Salah. Get back 5 players and then keep Haaland as my only striker. So Rashford to Salah, you still have the Bruno Fernandes United cover. That's not too bad. Chilwell, yeah. You mean so that would mean you go Embuemo? Is it Embuemo to Odegaard or get Rashford to Salah? Oh, Rashford to Salah is very interesting. I have thought about that, but then I looked at Rashford and I was like, in the last game when he played on the left, I was like, that's nice. Areola, potentially, but it seems like Fabianski started the last game as goalkeeper, so looks like he might not be the keeper to start, but you never know. Might as well put him and see how it goes. We don't have any other 4.0 goalkeepers, right? So yeah, you might as well just go with. You could go with him, to be honest, since we don't really have any other 4 million goalkeepers potentially. Is Mubama a good 4.5 million option? Good as in like, don't expect to, like, you wouldn't really play him in games. Maybe you might certain games if we know he's starting, like the first game. Because it seems like he's starting this one, so he might be a decent option. You never know. It's very hard to tell with the 4.5s, but he's had a decent preseason, to be honest. Actually, he's had a pretty good preseason for West Ham. If he were to go to West Ham, where is Mubama? There we go. 239 minutes, 3 goals already, so pretty decent preseason for him. I don't think it's too bad. Shubharan, what are you leaning towards? Do you want to go for Odegaard or are you going like Rashford to Salah? And then what do you mean by get back 5 players? You mean like play a back 5? Or I didn't understand that part. Yes, one double Liverpool for game week 2. Bowen or Bruno will become Diaz or Jota. And we'll have triple. Oof. And can then do Gakpo or Darwin to Chelsea forward in game week 3. Keep in mind though, all of that is very, in terms of minutes wise from Liverpool, your minutes wise aren't the best in terms of like, they're not guaranteed minutes. But I understand what you're trying to do. But I wouldn't overkill on the Bournemouth game though. I wouldn't go overkill on the Bournemouth game. Rashford to Salah, Jesus to 4.5. Upgrade Bell to Rico. Henry will have to play 4 out of Gabriel, Estupinan, Stones, Chilwell, Henry. Play Gabriel, Estupinan, Stones, and Chilwell. Just play Chilwell. And don't upgrade Rico Henry. Just keep him there if you want to. Keep him as a 4 million option. Want to play? I mean, do you ever see yourself playing? Oh well, I guess if Stones gets benched, then you might want one of your bench players coming on. But apart from that, you're always going to start with back 4, right? The only problem with the 4-5-1 is the possibility of any 7.5 to 8 million strikers popping becomes difficult to move. Yes, that indeed is a problem. Which is why the 3-4-3 is so perfect and so flexible. But Nkunku had to just go and get injured. But yes, that does become a problem. Like even a 3-5-2 formation like this isn't ideal. Because look at it. Actually, while I'm talking to you guys, let me get the United game up on the side. So I can watch that as well. Looks like they've unveiled Hoyland at the United this thing. Let me get the United game up so that while we're talking, if anything happens, I can let you guys know. That's the one problem with the 4-5-1. The flexibility isn't great. Apparently, Rasmus Højlund sustained a small issue during Atalanta's preseason. It could take a few weeks for him to reach full fitness. That doesn't seem like good information. Um, all right. Anyways, cool. What do we think? Any other drafts that you guys want me to share on stream? Let me know. I will read it out. But I think that's all that has been put. Ashley Young start regular in Everton. Yes, I wanted to check that. Very good question. Everton played Stoke. Did Ashley Young play? Because I really wanted to check that as well. Yes, he did. He did play. Ashley Young has played so far. He's mostly playing in the back four, but where is Ashley Young? He's played 207 minutes. It's not too bad. Although Everton aren't really scoring goals. But it's not too bad. Where is Everton? So he played wing back here. Bolton game. Ashley Young played a wing back again in the back four. So it's only the Wigan game that he was like playing here. Very odd. But yeah, seems like in the last few games he's played. If he plays the Sporting game as well, right? If he plays tomorrow in the Sporting game as well in the back four, I think it's a pretty decent option. Kane transfer to Bayern will make 3-5-2 with Richarlison. Yes, but Kane looks like Kane to Bayern is still not happening at the moment. So that's why I'm like, I feel like I want to go for Richarlison come game week 3. That's probably when I will go for Richarlison. At the moment, though, I don't think I'll go for Richarlison. AOT poster in the back is so fire. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I really like the poster because it's like you guys can see it as well. Also got new addition. I've also got a new addition to the backdrop. For anyone who has watched Bleach and knows. And obviously a new Funko Pop. New additions to the backdrop. Anyways, continuing back. Possible draft, which includes Onana, Gabriel Estupinen, Stones. Okay. Martinelli, Saka, Mitoma, Bruno. Yeah. Forward has Haaland, Jackson, Ovisa. Bench is Areola, Chilwell, Bell, and Mobama. That's not too bad. Martinelli, Saka, Mitoma, Bruno. Okay. Haaland, Jackson, Wisa. Yep. So, wait, how are you? So, if you go Jackson, does that mean that you don't have any money in the bank? Sun doesn't seem to be excited in preseason. No, Sun hasn't had a single return as well, if I'm not mistaken, in preseason. So I would wait. I actually wouldn't even touch Spurs until game week 3, which is why I wanted to go for Nkunku so that I don't have to like go for Nkunku if he ends up becoming the one in game week 3, and I can go for maybe a Richarlison. By then, hopefully, Kane has left Spurs. That's kind of the thinking I was having with like going for Nkunku, but now I don't know whether Nkunku is starting or not. Huge W. Thank you. Old man Yama, indeed. Kulusevski seems to be more attacking. But Spurs in general, here's the thing I have an issue with in terms of Spurs. They haven't played enough preseason games, and I feel like that might be a problem come when they're playing Barcelona. Okay, interesting. But that's one thing I'm slightly worried about. Let's see how they do. They have 2 more preseason games lined up, so we'll see how they do. But I'm a bit worried that it might take a bit of time for them to catch up and like adjust, and that might be a problem in the first 2 game weeks. But after that, they have 3 good game weeks. And I feel like that's a good time to get Richarlison in. I'm watching the game on the side as well, and I can clearly see that Onana has a lot of passes involved so far, but we'll see. The other thing, for those who have double United attack, honestly, I am not really sure if I want double United attack just yet. Because I don't think United, for the moment, at least score enough goals, and it seems like Lens are on the attack, but they don't get anything. Anyways, when Kane was subbed, the change in formation was very interesting. But are we really going to take too much information from Lion City sailors? I honestly don't know how much. I think I want to see the Shakhtar and I want to see the Barcelona game. I want to see these two games and see how they perform. If they do well in these two for preseason games, then we have a bit more proper information to consider from Spurs. Which is why I feel like even still now there are a few uncertainties in this draft and whatnot. I still don't like this draft too much, honestly. For the reason being that second striker slot isn't very good. Visa, yeah, I mean, I could move this to Jackson, to be honest, but then I have no money in the bank. And if a striker ends up becoming even better, like another striker, then I'm in a bit of a pain. Any thoughts on Trossard and how highly you rate us? Okay, now Arsenal defense, I honestly don't. Højlund will be interesting option. So Højlund could be an interesting option, but it seems like he might miss the first few weeks, as it seems like he's picked up an injury accordingly, apparently, or he's picked up an issue during Atalanta's preseason game. So looks like it's Marcus Rashford in the number 9 slot. Now I don't really like Rashford in the number 9 slot as an FPL option as well, because I don't think he's that great there. But it seems like Højlund might not be the one, might not be starting anytime soon, so you guys can wait and see on that. Okay, now Arsenal defense. I haven't been too impressed with the Arsenal defense in pre-season. Having said that, it's still only kind of like pre-season. They haven't really kept clean sheets anywhere properly. So I haven't been too impressed. We'll see how they do against Manchester City, because they will put a full strength, strong team to try and win that game. But their opening fixtures are so good that you kind of can't ignore Arsenal defense, which is why I've gone for one Arsenal defender. With Trossard, we did a piece. If you go check out the podcast, we did discuss on Arsenal, and Roy, who's an Arsenal fan, seemed very convinced by Trossard. And I kind of see the understanding of why he thinks Trossard might be a really good option. And honestly, at 7 million, if Trossard's going to play striker, especially if he plays striker in the Community Shield, this could be a very tempting option. Very tempting option. Imagine you have a starting out of position 7 million Arsenal player. I would go for that. I would switch Mitoma to maybe a Trossard. Honestly, I would even go for a 5 in midfield. Anyone who's getting 5 in midfield, you could go Trossard as well if he does start in the striker slot. So could be very interesting. Wait and watch the Community Shield and then we'll see. Jackson versus Visa is the conundrum. Yeah, I understand your pain. I don't think expected price for Højlund 7.5 most likely, but wait and see. There's a free kick. Rashford's on the free kick, and he's skies it high. Rice still playing like an 8 in the CDM position. I think Rice might take some time to kind of get adapted to the team by the looks of it. Havertz and Trossard could be the dark horses in this team, to be honest. These two could be like the dark horses for this Arsenal team. So wait and see on these two. Timber at left back is interesting. True. But we'll wait and see. I want to wait. I want to see Community Shield, how the team lines up for Arsenal, and then make my decisions on Arsenal and whether we triple up on Arsenal or whether their defense is reliable or not. I think I still might go even if they concede, because just the pictures are just too good. So yeah, I think this is where I'm at. What can I change? I could potentially downgrade Stones to an Estupinen, but I don't want to go for Estupinen yet. So I might have to move him out, I don't know. Havertz is preferred at the Xhaka position, but not the best option. Which is why if Trossard does, let's say, end up like if he does play that striker spot, right? It could be a really good option to start off with, right? Don't you think? So wait and see. I guess we'll see who plays that striker role for Arsenal. If it's Nketiah, then we probably have a problem. Oh, if it's Nketiah, I'm not going for Nketiah again. Honestly, I went for him last time and he just disappointed me. So yeah, I don't know if I like this draft date or not. We'll have to wait and see. I don't like the forward line, forward line spots. I feel like there's value in the forward line and I'm not taking it. That's my one issue. Also, it's a 3-4. I need another player, no? See, I need to play a 4.5 defender to play like a 4-4-2 formation. Because if I have Salah, I have to play Visa, Haaland, Rashford, Salah, Mitoma, Saka, Saliba, Chilwell, Stones, which means obviously Anderson, I'm not going to start him. Kabora is not going to start. So Young will end up being starting. And do I really want to start Ashley Young? Probably not. These are the problems with. How did I do this? I could do Ashley Young to a 5 million defender. Bruno, Rashford, where are they playing in today's match? So Rashford is playing striker. Bruno is playing in the number 10 spot because Garnacho is on the left and Anthony is on the right. West Ham is losing 2-0. Well, that doesn't seem good. I never got a good start in FPL, but I hope this season will be different because the start is most important. Yes, at the start, if you get a really good start in FPL, it helps you a lot in terms of going forward. Stones to Walker now. Walker is captain. But is he going to play all the games, Walker, now that Guardiola has also signed? West Ham losing 2-0. That is a problem. Nketiah wants playtime. Think he starts against City. Trossard against Forest. That doesn't help. We'll see. I don't know. I think Arteta might actually play his starting 11 that we expect to see in the Premier League on against City as well. Rico Henry. Fixtures aren't bad. 4.5. Ooh, I do see it. Yeah, you might be onto something interesting. Yeah, that's not too bad. But then again, I could do a Rico Henry. But I had to play Rico Henry every game there. This is the problem when you have Salah. I need to give this some thought. 3-4-3 makes sense with both Liverpool or One Pool and Watkins or Jackson. Yeah, true. See, if I don't go for Stones, I could go for Manchester City. Ruben Dias is also 5.5. If I don't go for Stones, who would I go for? Probably Estupinian. That'll give me a bit more money in the bank to maybe upgrade Anderson as well and go for a 3-5-2 formation, which I don't mind. 4.5, 5.5. No, I need 6.5 at least. The troubles with Salah, We'll wait and see. Rashford to Bruno should give the flexibility of benching Henry. It should. It'll give me a bit more money in the bank. But I still think Rashford is the best attacking option until we see what Højlund does. That's my only issue at the moment. I think 4 points from United is still probably from Rashford, which is why I want him over Bruno. Okay, I think we kind of have to wait and see on this. I am not yet convinced on this, so I will keep it to my current team. And we'll probably do a stream on Monday maybe, so that we can kind of analyze what's happened after all the preseason games are almost done, and also see what happens with regards to what is it, the Community Shield. So we'll probably stop it here, and then we'll see how things go on Monday. Because I have a feeling that we'll have to kind of reassess after Arsenal play, because I think Trossard could become an option. Maybe a Martinelli becomes an option. Foden could cement himself here, or maybe Bernardo Silva steps up. And then if Bernardo Silva steps up, I have another million to play with. So quite a few questions that are still not certain. So I need to wait and see. All right, I think we'll end it here unless anyone has any questions. If you do, feel free to put it in the comments. I'll go and answer it. But teams-wise, I think we answered everyone's teams as well. So let me know how you guys go. I think Monday we'll have a look as well. Frimpong plays so well. Where is Frimpong playing? Is he playing for... Isn't he still at Leverkusen, Frimpong? Oh, by the way, I still want to monitor Diaby. Is Aston Villa playing anytime soon? I do like Diaby as an option. I think eventually he might end up becoming in our teams. Such a very tempting option for Diaby. Okay, we'll monitor this and see how things go. Cool. I think we'll end it here for now. I do like Salah, and I would like to get him in. I still haven't figured out how, or anything like that. But yeah, Onana to Pickford and Stones to Martinez. I wouldn't go Stones to Martinez. I think if you're going for a United defender, try and get as maximize your points. So it's either Onana or Shaw for me. I don't think there's too much attacking potential or even bonus points from Martinez, so I don't think it's worth it. If Rashford is going to be okay at striker, do you still feel he's a better option than Bruno? Garnacho! Oh, Bruno Fernandes. Was that Bruno Fernandes? No, it was Mason Mount who missed a good opportunity to score a goal. If Rashford is playing at striker, here's the thing. The problem with this lineup right now is that we've seen some games at United where Sancho has played in the false 9 position, and that also means that then Rashford could play left wing. So I won't be surprised if that happens at times, which is why I'm not sure if Rashford is cementing this if he's going to be playing striker and then Garnacho is playing that left wing or not yet. That's the one thing I'm uncertain on. But I don't think he, in an FPL perspective or even a United attacking point, how good Rashford is. Like, he doesn't get too many options. He does well when he's on the left. So we'll see how this Lens game goes. It'll give us a bit more information, obviously. But yeah, that's my current thinking. But we'll see. We'll talk more on Monday probably. I still have a lot to think about this team. I think it might change. Cool. We'll end it here because we need to monitor and see. Do Chelsea have any games coming up so that we get some information on Nkunku? No, unfortunately they don't. Okay, so I think we wait for press conference for Chelsea. So we'll end it there. Thank you all for watching. Sancho was poor at the first 9 though. True. It was alright though. It was not too bad. But we'll wait and see how they do in this game, in the Lens game. So we'll end it here. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to Shubharan, Boki, Amit, Tin for joining me, keeping me company, and Roku as well. So thank you to all those who were here, and for those watching back on the stream, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all on Monday, and hopefully I know which Arsenal players, which City players, and which other players we're going for, and I've made a finalized draft, hopefully. So see you guys on Monday. Until then, see you all later.